Our galactic adventure is about to end, and if that's all that you want to see, well, then feel free to skip to the last 13 minutes of the episode, but I still have stuff to do, so gotta do
The
it.
gang was going to kill all the hostages in the bank. You were amazing. Thank you.
Oh, you were one of the hostages!
We wouldn't have made it without you. Listen, I have nothing. Less than nothing. My family moved here from Sidonia, hoping for a better life. Sometimes I just feel cursed. And I could live with that if it was just me. But Simone and little Liv?
Oh, please don't write that in the
I
subtitles.
think it's just different flavors of pain. Sorry, you should feel good, super good about what you did at Galbank. You want to talk about anything?
Why did it make me leave the conversation? I'd like to
Just need a
help.
real chance, but there's too little
the whole
opportunity,
estate is empty,
and it's hard
right?
to compete with native
What's
Freestar
stopping you from
folk.
just-
Buddy, I said I'd like to help.
We've been given as much charity as I can stomach. Without the Low House, I mean, there's something, but it's a hell of a thing to ask.
Okay, what are you talking about?
Remember, you asked.
I did.
Simone, my wife, has got a cousin, Milena Exelrod. Truthfully, I never much cared for Milena. But she runs freight, and I know her routes sometimes take her this way. Milena is family. Might be she'd do something for her kin. I'm looking for a job, and I'll do anything. Well, anything legal. Milena's United Colonies, like us, and I know she's got problems of her own with Aquila City.
Oh, I got a ship. That's like one loading screen. There's no fuel
Answer
mechanic.
to our prayers. Milena called Simone yesterday. I'm pretty sure she's still in the system. Just giving me any hope. It's a lot.
Wait, so your wife called Milena and I'm the one that's gonna go there and ask for help?
Adventure. We got pirates all over the damn board. Here to join the Good Times Express?
I'm a pirate too, it's fine. No, the thing is not moving. I guess I'm gonna have to, betray the fleet. Oh, last witness killed. I guess that does it. Okay, then, aboard. I am.
Oh, if fighting the fleet doesn't get the juices flowing, you're doing it wrong. Ah, it's supposed to be safe around here, but Cheyenne has always been just a giant bastard to me. Unless you're a native. In which case, oh my god, I love what you've done with the place.
Okay, so Marco and his family need help.
Ha! I knew it! I knew it! Simone should have told me.
Yes,
Her
she
and Marco were
should.
So damn
Oh.
proud.
Oh,
I'd love to
Pride.
help him out.
is
My
that the
PM's
reason?
got a checkered history with the fine city of Aquila. If you clear up any lingering hard feelings, then I could resume doing business there. I'd set up Stick-Up-His-Ass Marco as my official importer. Then wins all around.
I mean, he pretty much begged me.
Well, two paths I see. The trade authorities got a fixer named Tom Starrett. He might be able to facilitate things. Or Mayor Cartwright. God, that windbag. Well, if he'd take a sorry, that would work. Fat chance. Either way, I expect credits will be on the line. On the back end, I could afford to give you a taste of the action. Not sure it'll cover the fees.
I've persuaded the mayor before.
You're brave. I mean, obviously, with all the pew-pew out there. Marco doesn't deserve you. But Simone, she's one of the good ones. You square things away. Just let Marco know.
Will do. Now back to the mayor.
I hope Aquila is treating you nicely. The finest folk in the settled systems make their home right here.
So, I've got a favor to ask regarding Milena.
Axelrod? I wished I'd never heard that name again.
Why?
She's a menace. She punched me in the face. Can you imagine? Why would you want to let her back here?
So her family can escape starving?
What? Oh, that's terrible. Listen, I feel for the Jansons. If it was just the fisticuffs, I could look the other way. But we caught her smuggling red-handed. She's been blacklisted for good reason. But legally, if you pay off a bounty, I can't stop her from coming back. But we'll be watching her.
Not gonna pay 5,000. 3-star ranger, I am.
You'd go that far for her? Fine. Fine. She can come back. I just hope you don't regret it. I did, last time I trusted her.
Is that all it takes to just vouch?
Every time I feel
Okay.
crazy asking for help, I remember Liv. It's all for her. Milena contacted me. She's making me her official importer. I'm not sure how much it pays, but I'll take it. You have no idea what you've done.
Have fun, buddy.
My problem with her hasn't been whether she's good company, but I'll try. I can't wait to tell Simone. This is the first ray of sunshine we've seen in years.
11K? And you say you were poor? Damn, inflation in Aquila must be crazy. Now, something I've been holding off. Stories.
You have that look in your eye. What's the scoop?
I know how Ron Hope died.
What a sordid mess. We've got some other sources we've been interviewing, but I'd love to get your take on the record. So there was a mercenary company, the First, and they were involved in taking farmlands from Freestar Collective families. Extortion, death threats, murder, all of it. Is that right?
Yes it is.
I genuinely don't know how people like that can live with themselves. So all of that? Terrible. But Ron Hope, the Ron Hope, was involved with it at the highest level. All of that suffering was a plot to save Hope Tech from going under using the side effects of a fertilizer he developed. Let me be blunt. The other sources say you killed Ron Hope. Is that correct?
Do you even need me? What am I gonna add to the story?
Strangers
Yes.
don't take down one of the Council of Governors, though.
Fair.
After all of that, the future of Hope Tech is an open question. Their stock has already taken a beating. Not sure if it's going to go into freefall. Any comment?
Well, it's not the workers' fault.
For what it's worth, I'm rooting for them too. Thanks. If you listen to the news, you'll definitely hear this. And, maybe try not to ice any more CEOs. Just a thought.
Well, we'll see if I have
A
to.
new story for me? I'm very happy to pay your fee.
I know about the Terramorph attack.
Really? To say you have my undivided attention is an understatement. A lot of people were there. The accounts we've got were chaotic. What was your role in that?
Part of Vanguard, and we took care of it.
The Vanguard was involved. That's good to know. The whole city is still on edge over the attack. We were fortunate, damn fortunate, that casualties were so low. What was it like in the thick of things?
Well, they were bulky, took a lot of ammo.
That makes what you did even more, well, amazing. It sounds like New Atlantis, heck, the whole UC, owes you a great debt. Any closing comments? I already have a good story here.
Headline, Vivictus did it.
What? You're serious?
I am.
Listen, Vivictus is dead. Like, documented historical event dead. I don't even want to get into it.
But it's true. Do you want the story or not?
That's a mouthful. A thankful you guys are around mouthful. Hey, Constellation? From all of us that live here, thanks. We use the word hero a lot in news, but you really are one.
Okay, so that was stupid.
You talk and get paid, I spread the news. It's a classic win-win.
How about SysDef versus the fleet?
This news is titanic. The ripples from SysDef essentially being taken out of the picture. I think we're just starting to see them. So, I'm guessing you weren't with the good guys? Some policies you need to know. SSNN protects its sources. And for me, I never, and I mean never, reveal a source. So anything you say to me won't get back to you. Assuming you're good with that. What was your involvement?
Don't I have the option to say I was coerced?
I can work with that. So, the Vigilance went to the key and one hell of a space battle ensued. And somehow at the end of that, the Vigilance was commandeered and SysDef has been dealt a massive blow. Maybe fatal. Any comment?
Why can I not say what Ikande did?
Jesus. I mean, I imagine that was one tall order. I have to ask, why? Reading between the lines here, you helped the Crimson Fleet enormously. Piracy is going to get worse. So much worse. Again, why?
You're not giving me an option to tell you why.
You got it. I'll talk with publishing, but expect to see this soon. This is just me speaking as a human being here. But I hope you don't come to regret too much what you did. When you first walked into my office, I had no idea you would be at the center of so much. And I get the feeling you're not sharing everything.
Bethesda! What are you doing?
I might surprise you, but I understand. I talked with the editor, and he authorized a special bonus for someone who's worked with us so long. And maybe one day, years from now, you can fill me in on the stories you didn't want broadcast. Take care, Constellation.
That was so weird. I mean, thank you for the credits, but... Ooh. Now I got to help Sergeant Yumi, and this is the second out of 4 quests.
Sure you'll agree.
So I heard there was a fight?
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio have been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats.
And one of them stole from the other?
I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
Okay, let's find Hugo.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Oh, thank you, Royce. You too.
Okay, hello. Oh, I can't believe that Octavio. That liar, that manipulator, that
Feel free. Finish.
lying, cheating, foul piece of Dawn Glider dropping. If I had my way, I'd tie him to the back of a ship and jump it right into the nearest star. 5 years we were together, half a decade. And he threw it all away for that waiter.
And you're not gonna return the ring?
He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return.
Yeah, but pettiness aside,
I don't care. I'm not giving it to you.
it kinda is.
My stubbornness gets me in trouble far too often. Fine. I may be extremely agitated, but I want no part of a UC prison. Here.
Back to you, B. Oh, damn. My voice. Fled my soul for a bit. Job's done.
Ah, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back?
Oh, we could keep it, but no.
Excellent. I'm sure the victim will be pleased to know their property has been returned. You acquitted yourself well again. I dare say you might have a knack for police work. Hardly surprising for a captain of the UC Vanguard, but still, impressive nonetheless. Here, take this. It's well deserved.
This is a little bit more miscellaneous than I thought, but...
Good for morale.
whatever, let's finish it.
I do. Thanks to you, the spaceport is up and running again, which is good for commerce, but also for smugglers. We've received a tip that someone has been bringing in contraband into New Atlantis through the spaceport, and we need to investigate.
So, find the smuggler. Okay.
Great. First, speak to one of the technicians over by landing pad B. Ask them if they've noticed any suspicious activity. Once you've gotten a lead, cross-reference their testimony with ship records over at Aegis. When you're done, report back to me with your findings.
That simple, huh?
See you later.
Hello, sir.
Can I help
Ma'am. Seen a smuggler?
Can't say I have. When you work a job like this, you see so many ships. They all sort of blend together.
Are you hiding something?
Look, I'm just a port worker. My whole life would fit into one of these boxes. I've got nothing to hide. Now, if you don't mind, I got work to do. And if you do mind, tough.
How about you? Do you know anything about a smuggler?
Anything I can do for you?
You can. I'm doing an investigation.
It's about time. I've been telling my supervisor about that cargo ship for ages. I'm beginning to think he was ignoring me.
No, just too much work. Do you know the name of the ship?
That's the problem. I don't really look at the ship names when I work, just the ID number granted for clearance. I think it was UC576B. I do know it's a cargo class transport, if that helps.
Okay, that's too much. It ends in
Time to
6B.
get back to it.
That's my cue. It ends in 6B. Gotta memorize that. Now, into Aegis.
You are
I
of
think.
course, welcome at any time here in Mast. Same as anyone. Just be aware that you are being monitored.
Yeah, I'm working. Do you have a slate for me?
That I do, Captain. Sergeant Yumi said you'd be coming to pick it up. You've got good timing, too. I actually have a friend on a classified star station who sent me this list of potential smugglers the other day. Here you are. Given I owe you for the last job, I hope it serves some use.
Okay, let's see. Oh, the first one! 6B. Ship Anansi. Malawi and
Found the
Giaye.
smugglers yet?
I found the captain and the
Is that
ship,
right?
I think.
Do you know the name by any chance?
Malawi, Anansi, the ship.
Captain Enjai's ship.
Yeah.
I
Enja?
think you might
Oh,
have hit the mark here.
damn, I
You
mispronounced
have
it by a
reported their crew
mile.
being less than
Apologies.
professional on several occasions. Still, being a little rough around the edges isn't exactly a crime. Are you sure it's the right ship?
Well, if the technician is right, then yes.
Then the next step is searching their cargo for any smuggled contraband. And, as luck would have it, I believe the Anansi has already arrived at landing pad B. I'll make the call to have the ship detained until further notice. Your job is to board the ship, locate any illicit goods, and return them here. And if any of the crew puts up a fight, I trust you know what to do. Good luck.
You too. Not sure why you'll need luck, but have at it. Oh, emergency kit, that as well. Not contraband, but I can take it. Let's see. I have a warrant.
You with UC Security? My suggestion, you turn around and pretend you saw nothing.
That's hella
You're barking up the
suspicious.
wrong tree. Just get off the ship and tell your boss the ship's clean.
That's even more suspicious? Okay.
Looking for something?
You'll see, Malawi. You'll see. Oh, crate of contraband. And I can take the credits. I don't want the resources.
Well, it looks like you got me, officer. I guess this means my potato shipping days are numbered. But maybe you'd be willing to give a first-time offender a slap on the carpal bone. I don't suppose you're interested in a deal?
I have over 100k. No, don't need it.
Fine. You've made your choice. But now, you'll have to pay for it.
Good luck. You're level 12.
Won't end well.
Andraja, get out of the way. Okay, that one's the... Damn! You took care of the other two. What a boss, bitch.
How's
Keyword
the
boss.
investigation going? No major hiccups, I hope? Holding your breath won't work.
Work's done.
Good work. Did you find anything?
A crate of contraband called Crate of Contraband.
Very well done, Captain. Time and time again you come through for us. Initially, I felt bad for having someone of your rank doing security, but frankly, you're worth the guilt. In any case, I'll have a team move the ship off the landing pad and do a full sweep. Make sure there's no other surprises on board. Oh, and before I forget, your payment. It's well deserved.
5k.
After that business with the Termorph, it's good to get back to small crimes and petty thieves.
I'll take a fine quest,
I
sir.
like the initiative, Captain, but I've got no work for you at the moment. But check back in later. You never know when something new will crop up.
So, this is a quote-unquote bug. He should give you his final quest, but to fix it, all you have to do is to
How can I
leave and
help,
come back.
Captain?
Do you have a quest now?
Good timing. Just got word of a disturbance over by the Nut in the Embassy District. A vandal, it seems. I've already dispatched an officer to the site, but they probably could use some support. Talk to the officer, get an update, and interview any witnesses involved.
Just got word of it. Fine.
Thank you.
Fine.
Normally, I wouldn't waste your time with this, Captain, but a functionary over at Mast reported the crime. He'll be thrilled to know that a captain of the Vanguard is on the case.
Yeah, let's bring Vanguard
if you have any
to
questions.
fight vandalism. Let's see what's it all about. This one's quite cool.
Nothing worse than having two witnesses with conflicting stories. And you're certain that's what you saw?
Oh, yeah. He was wearing a flannel shirt underneath a trucker jacket.
That doesn't match the description from the functionary. And you said he was running away from the tram?
That's right. Oh, and he was carrying a book, A Tale of Two Cities.
Okay, just hold that thought one moment, sir. I need to speak with the captain.
Sure. There's a reward for this, right? Information leading to the capture?
Sir, just give me a moment with the captain, please. Thanks for taking this case, Captain. I realize your time is limited.
It's fine. We're finishing the series.
Thanks, Captain. To be honest, I'm a little starstruck, but I'll do my best to keep things professional. This was supposed to be a simple case. We got an attempted vandalism, a knocked-over bin, and a witness who called in to ID the suspect. We were about to head down to the well to apprehend the guy when this new witness comes forward with additional info. Just one problem. His story conflicts with the functionaries.
So someone vandalized the wall?
Yeah, and then apparently ran off and knocked over a recycling bin. The perp made a bigger mess running away than he did with the spray paint.
And you spoke with the functionary?
Yes, sir. I was the one who took the call and reported it to Sergeant Yumi. Normally, we don't give this much weight to tipsters, but when it's a masked official, we tend to take them at their word.
So what's next?
Well, we got two witnesses with conflicting stories, so I'd like to go interview Functionary Gershon in person. Their office is at Mast, in the Interstellar Affairs Department.
Okay, time to put on our detective hat.
Affirmative. And as the higher-ranking officer, I'll let you take the lead, Captain.
Thank you. So I'd like to question the witness, if
I
possible.
watch a lot of true crime movies. I can be a big help.
So...
Oh, sure. Yeah. So I'm riding the tram to Mast, and there was this working class guy sitting next to me. Trucker jacket, flannel shirt, the works. Now, you'd think if you're about to commit a crime, you'd be a little less conspicuous, right? Try to, I don't know, blend in? Whatever. Anyway, I figure he's going to the spaceport to haul cargo or something. But instead, he gets off at the same stop. Now I'm really curious, but before I can ask him where he's going, he pulls out a can of spray paint and starts tagging away. So I yelled at him to stop, and that's when he bolted.
And he was carrying a book.
Yeah, not every day you see one of those. So I got curious and took a peek. It was A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. My guess, he was using it as some sort of cover. Like, he gets you thinking he's some kind of brainiac, and UC security turns their heads. Then out of nowhere, bam, crime time. I've watched a ton of detective serials, so I know what I'm talking about.
Last question. Why didn't you come forward sooner?
I hate to break it to you, but some of us have jobs we need to go to. Besides, there were at least like 10 other people that saw him, so sue me for being a little late with my civic duty.
Weirdo,
Okay, thanks.
but I have no reason to not believe him.
Always good to see another batch.
It's signed CK Kid? Is that it? CK. That does not ring the slightest of bells.
Ah, Captain. Can I just say, it's a pleasure to meet the hero who stopped the Terramorph invasion. And Officer Markkanen, was it? I see you're here as well. Is there something the matter?
We just need to go over your testimony again.
I apologize, but I can't right now. I have an important meeting I need to attend. But I'd be happy to stop by UC Security later and speak with your sergeant.
No. Answer my questions.
Captain, I will be happy to do so later, but now is a bad time. So unless you're arresting me, I must decline. Besides, I'm not the most eloquent of functionaries. I prefer the written word, which you're more than welcome to read. I encourage the both of you to check the information on my personal computer. I have written a detailed description of the vandal, one Tahir Vala, a known criminal who resides in the well. It should have everything you need to apprehend the thief. Now, if you'll excuse me.
What? I don't trust you.
I'm sorry, but I really... You'll find everything you need to arrest Mr. Vala.
That's so weird. Okay, let's see. Tahir Vala, witness testimony. I was at the tram when I saw the vandal trying to spray paint one of the signs. Immediately recognized Mr. Vala from a prior incident. Alerted by my call, he quickly darted towards the tram and the doors closed before I could catch him. Regardless, he can't hide from UC security. I'll be putting a call to Sergeant Yumi immediately. Okay, description and time. That's descriptive, and I could pass this info to Sergeant Yumi, but previous reluctance, not sure anything would come of it. I'll keep it in file in case other reports come in. Tahir's from the well. Gershon thinks it's a matter of time before Tahir does something again. Okay. What else? The well. Crime in the well. No other word for it but Dickensian. How UC lets the place fester and grow is beyond his comprehension. Okay, so the guy does hate the well. Area's full of vandals, extortionists, and petty thieves. And he rants on how UC should take a hard zero-tolerance policy. Thief near the tram. The other day some well-rat picked my pockets. Bumped into me, and it wasn't until I reached my desk that I realized what happened. To think I actually apologized to the thief. Reported it, but Yumi didn't bring a squad, and my description was too vague. Suggested to arrest them all as a joke, and he didn't find it funny? Yeah, no wonder Yumi was working, or thief has a name. Since Yumi doesn't have the resources, I'll take it upon myself. Took a while, but found a match. A young man employed as a cargo hauler. Previously served time for vandalism, but escaped jail time due to a medical condition. And A Tale of Two Cities. Find it strange that I'm nostalgic for a time I never experienced. Blah blah, the works of Charles Dickens. Then he fangirls about it. And guess what? He has the book. The one that the other witness spoke about. And he goes on how he cannot put it down. And then tries to equate the two cities of the book to the well and the residential district.
Well, Captain, what do you think? Is what the functionary said true? Is this kid from the well our vandal?
I think it's someone else.
You sure, Captain? I get we got conflicting testimonies, but the witness at the tram wasn't exactly reliable. If not the kid, then who?
Functionary Gershon.
What? Really? Do you have proof?
It's substantial, but I do.
Okay, Captain. I don't know if it'll be enough, but I trust your instincts here. And if the functionary's the perp, that means he not only committed the crime, but tried to frame the kid. If I can speak frankly, Captain, that really pisses me off. The functionary said he was going to chat with Sergeant Yumi, right? Let's head back to UC Security and see if we can't give him what he deserves.
Well, let's see how this one goes. Oh, fitting. Gershon is here. Let's just go straight to Yumi.
Captain.
Shut up, Gershon.
Functionary Gershon was
Strom.
just giving me his full statement.
Gershon.
It's mostly repeating the documentation on my computer. I trust that was sufficient enough to make an arrest?
Oh, it's definitely enough to arrest you.
Me? Don't be ridiculous, Captain. I witnessed the crime.
Functionary Gershon, you're under arrest for vandalizing the tram and an attempted frame-up. Depending on what you told the sergeant, we can probably add false testimony to the list.
Hold on. First off, these are very serious accusations, Captain. Are you sure you want to go down this road? More importantly, do you have any proof?
I do have some evidence that implies him.
Now, that is pretty damning. Old Earth books are very hard to come by. The odds of this witness naming that exact book and the functionary owning said book, that's a long shot. Unless, of course, he's the perp.
Sure, but, he has a motive.
I do recall the functionary being quite upset about that incident. We could never verify it actually happened, though.
But given all that, why is he involved?
You do have a point there. Well, I've heard all I needed to hear. Functionary, do you have anything to say for yourself?
If you think I'm going to let you bring up these trumped-up charges...
That's enough. Officer Markkinen, please escort the functionary to the holding area.
You will be hearing from my lawyer, Captain. You can't do this! Your proof is circumstantial at best!
Don't worry, functionary. We're not putting you in jail quite yet. Unlike some people, we respect the rule of law.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer, Sergeant. Expect to be demoted to desk duty by week's end.
Yumi's not getting demoted.
We'll just have to wait and see, won't we?
It's fine.
Now, that was a shock. Next time, give me some warning before telling me my star witness is the one who committed the crime.
Oh, shut up. You know I found out a second ago.
Yeah, I know. I was just giving you a hard time. Your timing was actually perfect. Saved me a trip to Mast. Anyway, good work on this case. Functionary Gershon may talk tough, but I know his type. It won't take long for him to crack. And hopefully, that means the end of his obsession with the well. And, speaking of endings, I was going to mention this earlier, but I didn't want things to turn all sentimental in the middle of your investigation. With all the new recruits as of late, our staffing problems are no longer an issue. Which means we've exhausted our need for a part-time security officer.
I do appreciate that it wasn't a raiding
Likewise,
quest.
Captain. We have your position filled, but not your shoes. On behalf of the entire UC Security Department, I wish you the best of luck with the Vanguard and your future missions. And if you ever need to talk or reminisce about the beat, I'll be here.
And I truly enjoyed these last quests, so that's fine. Nice side quest. Now this is bugging me.
Attention, everyone! I have something very special to share with you all. This brave contestant has come to run the infamous Red Mile for your entertainment and gambling pleasure.
We have done the Red Mile before, but fine, I'll do it again, just to get it out of my activity tab. You just have to run there and back, and it's it.
Our champion returns. Your accomplishments continue to make our guests a lot of credits. At least, those who make the right bets. I do hope you'll continue to entertain us with your dynamic prowess. Here, you've earned this.
That's really good in the... Sure, it's leveled, but I guess it being a quest on its own didn't matter when we did it for a faction. Anyways, I have some more temples to go through. And I won't have you go through all of them with me, but I do want some proof that I actually did it instead of just putting on God mode, which... Oh boy, oh boy.
Regretted coming out of retirement.
I wish I
Found
did.
one. Easy as a neat.
Oh, you're only gonna give me one. I have to go do the thingy. Like 10 times. Okay, no. I'll do this one and then I'll toggle God mode and I'll be back with everything done. I don't care about clout. No, it's decided. There we go. 24 powers, 3 undiscovered temples, but no, I have all the powers. Now, I like the phased time one, because it's just like Jet from Fallout, and even though I haven't used it, the clone one that Barrett also has, that seems pretty cool. Now, some are related to atmospheric conditions, like giving you an Earth's atmosphere. Some are just silly. This one, Inner Demon, that's like, I don't know, I never tried it, but is it either gonna give me a friend or a foe? Whatever, I'll just show you everything, cause it took me way too much to get them not to. The issue with them is you have no idea to figure out which you want and how to get them. It's all random. Well, mostly, but especially the temples. Because I was also talking about the artifacts, but still. And let's not even mention the dumb decision that you should go through 240 temples to max the powers? What? That should go with New Game Plus. Why can I not say goodbye to anyone?
So I know we aren't keeping all the artifacts here anymore, but I think I can get some good readings from your ship. You have no idea how excited I am to analyze the data after you jump to the Unity. I'm gonna make some coffee. Pull an all-nighter.
Noelle, you can come with.
What? No. I do not do field work, especially not the restructuring yourself at the molecular level kind. Or whatever the Unity actually does to make you starborn. Anyway, Vladimir and I have been talking, and we're both staying here. Someone has to keep Constellation going with so many people leaving. It'll be pretty quiet at first, but that's what Constellation has been doing forever, right? An old generation moves on, a new one moves in.
Okay, thank you. At least you have dialogue.
I promised myself I wouldn't cry, and I'm sticking to that. So, goodbye. I'll miss you all.
So the game is telling me to say my goodbyes, but the option is not there, so I'll take Andreja, Sarah, Barrett, and a clone we found, Amelia Earhart, into Unity also. I had to. One last night with Andreja. Now, let's build the armillary. I don't think we can see it though, but it's not like I looked it up. Oh, Andreja, we'll miss you. Even though the game hints that we are bringing you along, and we'll find out we aren't.
Liftoff looks good, all systems normal.
Thank you, Sarah. Very professional. Now, to trigger the thing, we gotta put some points into gravity jumping. Let's watch the jump scene. The cutscene. What am I saying? The jump scene? The cutscene. It's not a jump scare. My bad. I'll, shut up now. So, what happens? Oh! That's a me! Godsworth.
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view. I never get tired of staring at it. Eternity.
Not the voice I was expecting, but
thought occurs.
none would have been.
Can anyone ever truly experience reality outside of oneself? All of time and space filters through a singular perspective. I am as much you as you are a part of everything. All points connect to here. When a star is born or dies, its existence beats through the heart of this place. The Unity. I have seen all you are, have been, and could be. Do you feel like you've lived a good life? Is there anything you regret?
Overall, plenty.
That's good. You will need that clarity for what comes next. In order to become Starborn, you must give the universe one last thing. Yourself. That intangible part of you. That something that makes you unique amongst the infinite will explode like a supernova. A part of you will fuse with the essence of this universe, while another part leaves it behind forever. Do you understand what I mean? This one final leap will change this universe forever, even as you leave it behind.
Me? That just sounds like dying.
Much like the death of a star creates new kinds of matter, so will the part of your being become fused with the Unity itself. That part is what becomes Starborn and crosses into the multiverse. Through your eyes, it will be as if waking up from a dream. Walk into the gate of light, and you will become Starborn. Everything will vanish, and you will awaken somewhere else. But that isn't your only potential destiny. You can turn around, walk away from the Unity until the stars fade away, and you will wake up on your own ship, in your universe. You could live out the life you have. I have enjoyed speaking to you once again. All of you. Every version that is here in the Unity, right now. Go out into the stars. As you consider stepping towards infinity, I offer you a glimpse into what will happen to the universe you may be leaving. As the essence of who you are is spread throughout space and time.
Okay.
The hunter is reborn once again.
I
His
don't...
ethic of expediency and individual will spreads throughout the universe he leaves behind. Many will find the courage to rise and seize power from those who have it, for good or ill.
Who are the dead people? Anyways.
The Constellation membership who stays behind will in time publish their data about the discovery of the artifacts, the Starborn, and the Unity. Space exploration across the settled systems is given new life, as people search for hope out there in the stars.
Good for them. Wish them the best.
Ron Hope's downfall proves once again that the Free Star Rangers put justice above petty power plays and politics. A sense of commitment to the common good grows throughout the Free Star Collective. Acts of heroism and noble sacrifice increase.
Love the Mega Parrot.
The resurrection of the Asili species leads to a massive reduction in terramorph attacks across the settled systems. At the same time, the need to spread the Asilis far and wide increases cooperation between all the factions. Belief in the UC as the diplomatic leader of the settled systems grows.
And those are...
Although you leave this universe behind, a new universe awaits you. Who will you be in this one? What choices will you make?
I was too close to the Unity that had a speech as well, but...
Ryujin Industries mass produces the
Ryujin!
internal neuroamp, which becomes the killer device every negotiator, diplomat, and salesperson purchases. When people think of success, they think of Ryujin, whether they want to or not.
I just wanted more tech.
Sharing Crix's legacy with the Crimson Fleet turns the Pirate Confederation from a mere scourge to a full-blown threat to other factions. The only thing the pirates grow to fear is each other.
Yeah, cause Ikande is a cunt.
Your lover, Andrasia, eventually chooses to be reborn herself. Your commitment to each other bolsters all relationships in the settled systems. Marriages blossom. More people in House Varun begin to question its orthodoxy and look to the outside world.
Really? Oh, okay. Love you, sweetie.
It has been good to see you.
And that applies to other me as well. Now into the Unity. Let's see what kind of New Game Plus variant we have. And this cutscene is gonna take a while, so feel free to skip a little bit if you don't want to watch it, cause I'll only be back at the end of it. Till then. They really scrolled the credits. And midway through it was skippable, but only midway through. What a weird decision. Starborn. This is what you have become, a being who has touched the infinite. Your story is over, but we'll begin anew in this universe and countless others. We'll see. You remember all you have learned, your possessions and everyone you knew have been left behind? Explore and do it again and again and Okay, the suit is okay. It's not a god's worth of a suit, but we do have all our powers. No undiscovered temples. Wait, 2 ships? The frontier? Before going back to the lodge? That's weird. I mean, I did expect the freebie, but not before the lodge, and we are at Argos, the tutorial, but we can simply fast travel to New Atlantis.
Unidentified ship. We're going to attempt to scan you for contraband. Please comply. Hurry, please.
Now, when you go into the Unity, you can get different variances of universes, and the lodge will change. There's more than 11 or 12 different things that can happen. However, I heard that it's not simply a matter of reloading before going into the Unity. I don't know. But with all loading screens and credits, all unskippable, I'm not gonna go through every single one, especially if it takes New Game Plus to finish. 240 temples to max out the thingy. Todd Howard, do not fuck the next Elder Scrolls or Fallout. I beg you. Now.
There's something familiar about you. Vasco, identify.
Scanning. Cross-referencing known employee records of our affiliated organizations. Please remain still. This appears to be the miner from Argos Extractors. Lost as we were carrying the artifact from Vectera. Current whereabouts, previously unknown.
I see. Vasco already delivered the artifact. So, why are you showing up now?
This one doesn't feel random.
I see. So some of our theories about the artifacts are correct.
You're taking their word for it? What if this person's just delusional? Breathed in too many gases in that mining operation.
Why don't we hear him out? We know next to nothing. We have everything to gain if he's telling the truth.
All right, let's hear it.
There's one where Sarah is a plant and one where you find everyone's you.
So
another one with
that's
kids.
What we're looking for.
Like I said, there's a lot of them,
Pieces
but
to an armory.
this one just
Path
feels
to the center of
a
the
normal
multiverse.
progression. Which, sure, okay.
Truth, or the most elaborate practical joke I've ever witnessed.
I think we're past the point of doubting, Walter.
In any event, we'll be able to see for ourselves. We know where most of the artifacts are now, and presumably how we get them.
Collect artifacts and New Game Plus
and if
again.
what you've told us about the Starborn is to be believed, we'll need all the help we can get. I want you to check with Vladimir on the Eye. Cross-reference what you've told us with what he's picking up on the scans. You track down the artifacts the Eye finds, while we gather the others.
I see. Thank you, Sarah number 2.
I hope that other Sarah of yours knows you're safe. Now let's get those artifacts.
There's a lot of things I would change in Starfield, but in true Bethesda fashion, it seems like mods can fix it. That's weird.